Would you ever believe that you would see a sketch of Schwarzenegger done by Jack Kirby? Jack Kirby did a whole bunch of sketches for a potential cartoon for Ruby Spears. Back in the 1980s, Joe Ruby and Ken Spears had commissioned Jack Kirby to sketch up hundreds and hundreds of sketches of concepts for potential cartoons, some of which happened, like Thundarr the Barbarian, but a lot of which did not. And this never, unfortunately, made it to air or even to production. But we have a lot of great sketches to go through of Jack Kirby sketching up a concept of Arnold Schwarzenegger donning different armored outfits to fight monsters in a potential cartoon that would have been awesome. Here is the basic design. It's unmistakably Schwarzenegger's face, and he has this armored outfit that has an insignia on the left, which will be explained, and an arm cannon where he fits his arm into this cannon here, and a helmet, and he's got this ancient Roman outfit type of thing that Kirby was fond of. He's got these boots. Pretty cool stuff. A lot of these are pencil sketches, and they circulate in the auction arena from time to time, but this is pretty cool stuff. So here's a pencil sketch of a bunch of concepts that could possibly be in a cartoon at the time. Obviously this was never produced, but it's fun to see. To the upper left of this art, Jack Kirby tries to spell out Schwarzenegger's name. This is one of a couple times where he tries to attempt to spell out his name and fails, but he says Schwarzenegger's badge shoots beam, which creates time wheel. So the little insignia on his left chest shoots out a time wheel, and you can see it in action to the left here. And I guess he jumps into that and goes through time and space. In the middle of the sketch is a big sketch of Schwarzenegger, but there's a little instruction here that says Thunderbelt generates power for time beam from badge. It lights up, makes noise. A lot of the sketches Kirby did for Ruby Spears also had toyeticism in mind, where he would talk about how something can fold out or light up or something. To the upper right of this sketch is Schwarzenegger in a sort of like submarine outfit with two large boosters coming out of his back, and Kirby gives the instruction deep sea diving suit operates like submarine. To the lower left of this sketch, you see Schwarzenegger in a big tank-like outfit, a big juggernaut-looking thing, with something pouring down onto him. And the instruction that Kirby gives is walking tank. Armored suit resists super destructive acid rain. To the lower right of this sketch is another suit that Schwarzenegger is donning here, and it says nuke suit survives atomic explosions. You see a big explosion in the back and this big nuke suit. All of these things look a lot like Centurions, which was another Ruby Spears production, where Schwarzenegger is donning all these different suits that like suit the need of a mission. Here's another sketch for this concept where Schwarzenegger is donning an outfit. This is the basic outfit, it seems. It has the insignia on the left chest there, and the boots and the helmet and everything. And he's fighting some sort of monster bad guy. This guy has a helmet with 3 horns, it seems, like 2 in the back and 1 in the front. Very Kirby-looking designs. Pretty cool stuff. It seems this concept was going to be that Schwarzenegger dons a bunch of armored outfits and fights monsters, which is super awesome. Here's a sketch where Jack Kirby shows how the arm cannon works. In a lot of these sketches, Schwarzenegger is donning some sort of cannon that he puts his arm through, and there's supposed to be a trigger inside. The instruction says hand, shaft, and trigger inside weapon. This is a very Kirby design. Lots of cool techno gear going on with all of the detailing and everything. And there's some sort of monitor, I guess, readout beneath it with some buttons and stuff. Pretty cool stuff. I guess if this were a cartoon and a toy line, this could be a sort of like accessory that kids could use and like shoot, like Nerf balls or something out of it. There seem to be a lot of sketches for this concept, so this is another one where Schwarzenegger is jumping out of a time wheel that he had generated, and he's trying to defeat this bad guy who is trying to saw Air Force One in half. I've never seen a cool concept like this where a big monster is sitting on top of a plane and literally sawing it. Pretty cool stuff. This monster looks different than the other monsters in the other sketches, so I guess Schwarzenegger would fight like different kinds of monsters in different episodes. I'm assuming they'd all form some sort of bad guy team or something like that. This is really neat. The instruction says monster villains attack on President's plane is stopped by Schwarzenegger. Here's another attempt at writing Schwarzenegger's name. He keeps putting the T in there before a Z. And finally, we have Schwarzenegger fighting a big monster again. This one looks kind of cat-like with devil horns coming out of him, a big toga outfit. Schwarzenegger's got the classic for these sketches, the basic armor design with the insignia on his left chest and the belt and the boots and everything. It still looks like Schwarzenegger's face, and the monster has this big, like, typical comic book Jack Kirby mace. All of this stuff is really, really cool, and a lot of what Jack Kirby had sketched out did not make it onto Saturday mornings or any sort of production at all. We do have Thunder the Barbarian and some elements of other cartoons, but a lot of what Jack Kirby sketched out didn't happen. I don't even know if Ruby Spears pitched this to Schwarzenegger himself, or if he would even remember this. But this would have been awesome. We did get Chuck Norris Karate Commandos, we got Rambo, we got Mr. T, we never got a Schwarzenegger cartoon, and it would have been really cool, and this, I would have watched the crap out of it, and I would have tracked down all the toys. So, what do you think? Would you watch this? Would you get toys of this? Would you think this is cool, and would you think that this would enhance Schwarzenegger's already superstar status in the 1980s? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching.